After last week's episode on Kissing a Fool, I've spent the last 7 days showering, so now I'm ready for this week's Friendsuary entry. And it's another love triangle movie, hence only a couple of changes on the title card. And if you don't remember Kissing a Fool, here's a refresher for you.
I'm so sorry, I gotta cancel dinner tonight. I've got a dinner thing in Detroit. I've got to do a thing on the side.
Hey, you! What up, Max Abbott?
Hey, what up?
What up?
What up? The word you're looking for is... Anyway...
While Kissing a Fool, aka shitty version of In the Company of Men, had two of the worst people on the planet fighting over this poor soul, the 1999 film 3 to Tango also has two people interested in the same woman, but unlike Kissing a Fool, this one has a clear hero and a clear villain. That makes all the difference in the world. Trust me. Matthew Perry plays an architect named Oscar. Wait, god damn it, this isn't a Friends tie-in at all. It's a tie-in with Matthew Perry's The Odd Couple. Oscar is mistaken as gay by businessman Charles, so Charles wants Oscar to keep an eye on his mistress Amy. A solid foundation for a Three's Company episode. Too bad this is Friendsuary! Judging by the box cover, this is gonna be a movie about how Perry and Campbell are interrupted by a CGI Dylan McDermott, which I guess is still better than the fact that it's one of those ugly double-sided discs that's only made for people who hate disc art for some reason. And what the hell is he looking at? After being officially established as America's favorite friend, and also a comedic inspiration for this guy, Perry had a modest hit in 1997 with the rom-com Fools Rush In, and co-starred in 1998 in Chris Farley's last film, Almost Heroes, then stepped back into the rom-com territory again with 3 to Tango. Right off the bat, I never really get used to these mainstream logos in front of the movies I watch. This isn't gonna be as good as Casablanca, despite the weirdly festive opening credits. Don't let this intro fool you. You're not watching Swingers. Thanks a lot, credits. Now I know what the Thunderball intro would be like if it starred Rock Hudson and Doris Day. This is already making me want to swing my neck from a tree. And I think there's tension going on between the shadows. Why are the shadow people trying to kill each other? And yes, this is the second movie in a row that takes place in the Windy City universe. Saul has become more powerful after his death. Oscar and his business partner Peter Count Dracula, played by Oliver Platt, head to a pitch meeting for Charles Newman. Fuck, I already forgot our lead character's name. Is it Chandler Bangs? I still don't know what Charles does, other than having a mistress and doing businessy business. But I know that his assistant is Moneypenny for some reason. We're barely into this movie, and already there's a misunderstanding.
Whatever happens in there, I just want you to know that I'm very honored to be your partner.
Ooh, I think those two might be Scots-Irish. Their arch rivals are the firm of Johnny C. and Balaban, whose character in Lady in the Water would scoff at this film. Why is this conversation shot in Battlefield Earth vision? Speaking of, okay, Mr. Newman, with our new invention, we can make special effects look terrible for years. Only the most important things are asked about these clients.
Are they really, you know, partners?
Oh. Of course, Peter is, you know.
Slumming it in a bad rom-com? Yes, yes they are. I'd like to think that this is what's going on off-screen when Chandler's friends still don't know what he does for a living. This is what a transponster does. Gets into hilarious sexuality hijinks. And why is Charles so intimidating?
The Buddha is an important spiritual figure from which I draw tremendous inspiration. Just kidding.
Okay, well, Dylan McDermott is way better at playing Max Abbott than David Schwimmer was. This is really an intervention. The 90s Clooney look just wasn't working with Oscar's hair. That's why they had to change it for the poster. Relax, people. There's one more misunderstanding before they leave.
We're gonna get this job. We're gonna kick some ass. We're gonna kick some ass. We're gonna kick some big ass. I love you. I love you. I love you.
Look, before 9/11, we needed anything to panic about. Gay panic was right there. Anyway, as Amy continues making props for Dante's Peak, every character in this movie comes with their own muscular gay man meat. Hers is a football player named Kevin.
Charlie, you look good, man. You been working out?
Hey, thanks, Kevin. You're a lifesaver.
As long as you're handsome, every gay man will want to bang you. Everyone knows this. As the Wind tries very hard to fix Oscar's hair, Charles asks Oscar to keep an eye on Amy, which Oscar is willing to do because he really needs this deal, whatever this deal is. But one thing's for sure.
I'm married.
Well, how nice for you.
I also have a girlfriend.
Oh, great.
At least this guy is supposed to be evil. Kissing a fool would have been 1,000,000 times more tolerable if this guy was in the lead, and if it didn't consider women to be lower than cow shit. But gasp, Oscar is actually straight! If you didn't know that, the next scene at his place has his friends watching sports and drinking beer while Oscar cooks meat. They had the soundtrack on loan from Swingers, so they might as well have one of the actors from Swingers as well. Oh shit, he's late for spying. What kind of movie did the editor think they were making? Thank God no one sees him. Pratfall sculpture on loan from Jack Tripper. But it's the first meet cute of the movie.
Shit! Piss! Damn it! For Christ's sake! How am I supposed to secure these things? Thank you, you saved me.
Said with a tone that says, I really wanted to die. I wonder if Kevin thinks Oscar is into him.
Nice moves.
Wow, thanks. Coming from you, that's a huge compliment. I mean, you still hold the college record for most penis in a single season. So what are you doing after the show?
Yes.
Will you excuse me just for a moment?
Oh, yeah, go ahead. You got it going on.
Yeah. Yeah.
So many misunderstandings. I'm surprised that when Oscar tripped, he didn't accidentally fall inside of Kevin. Oscar and Amy are immediately close, as we can tell by this cab ride.
Or a couple of kooks, you and me.
Oh, thank God, they just ran over a kid. I'm just kidding. Not that it still doesn't get weird. Everything is trying to fix his hair. Look, I gotta admit, I'm living in a post-kissing a fool world right now. It's hard to get terribly upset at this movie because, well, at least Oscar and Amy seem like good people, despite the movie having jokes like this.
Boy, I feel good.
Street vomit is more appealing than kissing a fool. As they get over their food poisoning in minutes, they could keep walking, but might as well get the nut shot out of the way first. As he walks in on Peter auditioning for There's Something About Mary, my favorite character from these Friends movies returns, the laugh track.
She slammed a car handle into my balls, okay? The entire night was a total disaster.
You're in love with her?
Pretty much.
Oh, Chandler, will you ever find love pre-sleeping with Monica?
When it comes to you and romance, much as I love you, something always happens.
Hey, you know what? I resent that, okay? I've had plenty of relationships that were very successful.
Yeah, but several of them were with Janice. For a gay best friend, Peter is surprisingly only a 5 out of 10 on the Firestein scale, but that's only because he's not dressing Oscar up as Mrs. Doubtfire. Hold up, we got a phone call from the plot!
Thank you very much, Oscar. I know this whole thing may seem extreme to you. I'm not proud of myself.
Anyway, they still really need this transponsor deal, so Oscar has to keep hanging out with Amy, who is now being told that Oscar is gay, which he isn't, but Charles thinks he is. Something shenanigans.
You did know he was gay.
Yeah. Sure, yeah.
Not that I care. Doesn't bother me.
It's not that there's anything wrong with that. Oh, wait, that's a Seinfeld reference. So as Amy continues making medieval torture devices, the oops gay is being laid on thicker than molasses lubricant.
Well, the truth is actually that Charles and I are involved. We're having an affair.
It's like it's a dick. Since they're very close now, he tells her that he was sent to spy on her. He should probably clarify that he's straight, too. That would make the movie a lot shorter. He's never been so in love. Now he has a human and not the weather to fix his hair. They both have an appointment with the obligated straight gay misunderstanding scene where she gets naked in front of him. I do this with all my gay friends. Then it gets scary.
I swear if you weren't gay, Oscar, I'd have to kill you.
Why is she having an affair with Ted Bundy? So frustrating. Once he realizes she thinks he's gay, he has to find his nearest gay friend.
Thank God you're here. I need to... Boy, you guys throw a lot of dinner parties.
I'm gay, it's what we do.
Really?
Only because their female friends are too busy tonight to get naked in front of them. If Ed is the movie version of Joey's fake bad movies, 3 to Tango is the movie version of the everyone thinks Chandler is gay plot.
I mean, is that ridiculous? Can you believe she actually thought that?
Good God. I know. I mean, how can they think that? Me, gay? I mean...
Well, when I first met you, I thought maybe, possibly, you might be.
I mean, I don't get it. I don't see it.
Any of the rest of you guys think that when you first met me?
I did. Yeah, I think so, yeah.
Everybody thinks I'm gay. I don't. You don't. Who cares?
So, what is it about?
I don't know. You have a quality. Yes, right? Yeah.
Can't wait till they make a cartoon movie where Lisa Kudrow literally voices a smelly cat. Oscar has to straight it up fast. As a straight man, it's true. We take hot things out of the oven without mitts all the time. Good thing his loft buddies Schmidt, Nick, and Winston from New Girl are still there. Apparently, they only exist on the couch.
Amy.
Can I move in? Need my clothes, my sketchbooks, my tools.
So, you're Amy.
The fuck? This is turning into New Girl! Amy has to stay with Oscar. Something about rent, something about plot. Whatever. Now they can bond some more.
Okay, but you are aware of what you look like in this picture, right?
It's not my fault. It was the 80s. They made you look like that. Like, you didn't look like a dork in the 80s.
Hey, I got through the 80s dork-free.
Right, and you're...
I have evidence to the contrary. Anyway, it's starting to feel a little scary in here.
Fantastic place. Grimy, raw. I like it.
Hi, Charles.
God damn it, Satan. People say that lording over a lake of hellfire is the worst part of Satan, but really, it's the cock blocking.
All night long!
Look at the bright side. With Charles using this as his sex pad, surely he'll give you the deal. Gotta find some way to sleep this off.
You are strong, confident woman who does not need to smoke.
On the plus side, that helped him quit smoking. Before they leave, they pose for an alternate movie poster. Needs more airbrushed McDermott. Oscar has a busy day of being interviewed by a reporter who's dying for a job on E! News.
Now, I understand that you're an openly gay firm. Do you feel this will have any impact on the competition? Yes, but don't you feel that you have a certain responsibility as a gay professional?
No.
It's a world made up of nothing but slow news days. These damn contrivances are distracting. Best set him up with Kevin on what he doesn't know is gonna be a date.
Oscar.
I may have said that it was my knees that kept me from playing football, but I just wasn't that good at the spontaneous gay sex. Okay, so I borrowed that sound effect from Ed. It worked better here. How is he gonna get out of this one?
But you know what? The truth is, I'm in love with somebody else.
Just say you're straight. There's no reason that this movie isn't 10 minutes long. Never mind, is it spontaneous bubble bath in front of my gay best friend night? I think it is. She also likes bathing in front of the laugh track.
I'm gonna go.
Actually, I had a lesbian experience once.
Really? You did.
This scene is as hot as her lukewarm bath water.
One night we were studying and we were sitting on her bed and her hair accidentally brushed my hand, and all of a sudden I noticed how amazing she looked.
Don't let my erection fool you. I am not turned on by trite. And in Slow News USA, Oscar being gay makes the front page.
All right, Chicago, I gotta get something off my chest here. I don't care about your sexual orientation. I don't care if you're in the closet, out of the closet, in a dungeon, down a mine shaft, on a broomstick, I don't care.
And the angry, bigoted talk radio host is also gay. This is the only news story in town.
Over you.
Okay, so Oscar pretending to be gay just killed the man. Make that 2 people. What? 3 people? What the fuck?
I'm Zach. And I'm gay.
Hi, Zach.
No.
And one of his friends is an alcoholic? Random spot for a random backstory. This is the weirdest montage I've ever seen. Every gay man now wants to sleep with him, and every woman hates him.
Thought we kind of had a moment there.
I'm sorry, Assaultin' Bob. You mind backing it up a little? Could this be any more awkward? The answer is yes. Yes, it could.
Out of my head, over you. Out of my head, day and night, night and day.
That guy is the physical embodiment of Kevin Spacey's coming out tweet. Even Oscar's friends think he's gay.
You remember when we went skiing together, and then we went to the hot tub afterwards, and you sort of brushed up against me, and you didn't say anything, you just sort of looked at me kind of funny.
And it sounds like they want to kill themselves because of it. Look, if it didn't happen in the newspaper, Matt Dillon was gonna out him at the Oscars. I've seen that movie too. Welcome home, honey. Now it's spontaneous girlfriend orgy in front of our gay best friend night. You know it's a 90s party when one of them could easily be Alanis Morissette. There's a lot of things here he's gonna have to explain when he finally tells her he's straight. A lot of things. Meanwhile, in another part of Toronto, their model glass houses to throw stones in is a smashing success. And most importantly,
we have selected you as Chicago's Gay Man of the Year.
Apparently, they're the only gay people in town who aren't creeping around on buses. Charles is pissed that his mistress is talking to his wife, and I'm glad this happened, because I completely forgot that he was married. This is a good excuse to get drunk. They have a great idea, too. What if Oscar actually was gay and played by Paul Rudd? Oh wait, that was a Friends movie from the previous year. Watch out for the surprise cameo from another audience sound.
I get what I need from him.
Yeah? Well, so does his wife.
Someone's definitely gonna need mitts for that burn. Well, this is a much more tolerable third act breakup than Kissing a Fool. At least I don't hate these characters, so he can rest easy knowing that this is the best Friends movie I've watched this month. Time to remember the good times. Really makes you think. Oh, and it still feels like a thriller sometimes.
Do you know where she is? I'm very disappointed in you, Oscar. Excuse me?
Why is he so terrifying? Did he spend all night scalping hookers?
You were supposed to watch out for her. You were supposed to protect her.
It was then that Oscar realized he was standing on plastic. On the plus side, Charles got him the $90 million architect deal, and Charles is still a better catch than Max Abbott. Soon they're all celebrating the release of Oscar's self-help book. Oh wait, it's the Gay Awards show. Once he gets this award for Gay Man of the Year, I can think of a few lawsuits that might happen by the end of the film. Oh, this movie is so brave.
I'm not gay.
Finally, a movie for those of us who have struggled so hard to tell the world that we're straight. While he explains to Amy that he loves her, she looks like she's replaying so many moments in her head. So many moments. I don't know what makes me more mad, the straight washing of the Gay Awards or this. Stop!
Hello.
Now that makes sense. Drunken backstage fights are more of a Golden Globes thing. When Oscar goes back to once again remember that they had food poisoning, she realizes that this is still the best of the 4 Frenzy-Wary movies this month. So might as well give Oscar a chance.
You lied to me to protect your job. You violated my trust and friendship. You tricked me into telling you intimate things which I never would have told you.
And I've never been so turned on in my life. You'd think this shot would mean that it's over, but we really need the scene where Charles is blackmailed by his wife into giving Oscar the architect deal. A scene so important that credits are playing over it.
Why don't you go put on those red bikini briefs that I gave you? I love the way your butt looks in them.
Olivia, I really don't want to.
Charles, what happens when I'm unhappy?
Charles is about to get raped! Directed by Damon Santostefano of Bring It On Again, 3 to Tango made $10 million at the box office, so that's $6 million more than Ed and Kissing a Fool. That's nice. But the burning question is still, what do the friends think of it?
Hey, you son of a bitch.
Ouch. Well, it's still a better movie than Ed. 3 to Tango is a 98-minute sitcom. It's sitcom jokes, sitcom predicaments, sitcom misunderstandings, and a sitcom view of sexuality. It's aided by a talented cast who service their roles just fine, and Matthew Perry is an incredibly competent leading man, having had success the following year with the hit comedy The Whole 9 Yards, and he would also get high marks in the critically acclaimed series Studio 60 on the Sunset Strip, Mr. Sunshine, and Go On, which all sadly only lasted a season, but he did have 3 seasons on The Odd Couple. And I must reiterate that this is the best of the 4 movies I've watched this month. Sure, I haven't seen next week's movie yet. I just know that 3 to Tango is the better movie. Hello, it's me, Lloyd, that cartoon cat from the end of those Cinema Snob episodes. Here to tell you about Lloyd, Case Files from Season 1, out now on DVD. From ToonWerks and Stoned Gremlin Productions, and featuring the voice talents of Brad Jones, Jillian Zarowski, Allison Pregla, Phelan Porteous, Matthew Buck, Louis Lovehog, Doug Walker, Patrick Gertz, Rob Walker, Hugo from Bible Reloaded, Sarah Gobble, Brian Lewis, Mark Wentland, Luke De Iora, and Brad Jones. Own Season 1 of Lloyd today by going to www.walkawayentertainment.com.